That was the last sentence I typed into my video description. Simple, cheerful, harmless. I had filmed the vlog earlier that day, smiling into the camera, blissfully unaware that my marriage was already splintering behind me. I didn't think the night would end in an ultimatum. But there she was, arms folded, chin lifted in that familiar I won't bend way, telling me she was going on a week-long getaway with 3 men I'd never heard of, unless I preferred a divorce. Either trust me, Maya said, or let's accept this marriage isn't working. Her words struck harder than anything life had thrown at me in 35 years. The kitchen lights buzzed above us, almost as if the house itself was bracing for impact. 3 men. I asked, steadying my voice. You expect me to be fine with that? Her expression didn't soften, it chilled. They're coworkers. Friends. You're blowing this up for nothing. You mentioned a trip, I said quietly. You left out everything else. She sighed sharply. Because I knew you'd react like this. Like a husband? I asked. Like someone insecure, she shot back. A numbing ache spread across my chest. We'd argued before, bills, schedules, her late nights. But this wasn't that. This was a boundary she was daring me to erase. So choose, she said again. Your trust in me or a divorce. I wish I could say I never saw it coming, but betrayal rarely begins the moment you uncover it. It starts in the tiny shifts, a locked phone, laughter behind a closed door, a new perfume she never wore around me. The signs had been there for weeks. But hearing her finally say it, hearing her prioritize that trip over our marriage, felt like something inside me collapsing. Are you seeing someone? I asked, not angry, just afraid. No, her answer was too quick. I just want space. Something exciting. Something you never give me. That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting. She stormed out. The silence she left behind felt suffocating. I stared at the bowl of pasta I'd made for us, now cold, untouched, mocking me with how ordinary the night was supposed to be. Hours crawled by. Then close to midnight my phone rang. Her father, Armin, a man who had always treated me like family, spoke in a low, heavy voice. Can you come over? He asked. It's about Maya. My chest tightened. What happened? He hesitated. Just come, son. I drove over in minutes. He was waiting outside, grief clinging to him like a shadow. Inside he handed me his phone, screenshots, messages, photos sent by a relative who worked at her office. Reservations. Group chats. Flirtatious jokes. Plans with those same men. Comments about how marriage felt suffocating and how the trip would be her chance to breathe. My stomach twisted. Armin closed his eyes. I didn't raise her to be like this, he whispered. I had no words. He stepped to the corner and lifted her floral suitcase. We're packing her things, he said quietly. If she wants to live like she's single, she can go do that. You're helping me? I managed. I'm helping you see she's lost her way. And you deserve better. We packed together, 2 men who loved her differently, both hurting. Folding dresses, gathering toiletries, closing the suitcase with a final zip that felt like the end of something none of us wanted. It was nearly 2 in the morning when she walked in. Her heels struck the floor like accusations. She froze when she saw the suitcase. What is going on? She snapped. Why are you touching my things? Her father stood firm. You're not going on that trip. Not while you're married. Not while you lie. She paled. You checked my phone? No, he said. Someone else sent me everything. She swallowed hard. I stepped forward. You gave me a choice, your trip or our marriage. She said nothing. You made your decision long before tonight, I added. It wasn't like that, she whispered. I just needed attention. It was stupid. That's the problem, I said quietly. You didn't think about us. Her father gestured to the door. Take your suitcase. Stay with your friend. Think about who you've become. Dad, please? You brought this on yourself. She turned to me, desperation replacing her defiance. Can we talk? Just you and me? Talking is what could have saved us months ago, I said. But you crossed a line you can't uncross. A single tear slid down her cheek. So this is it? I exhaled. Yes. Armin opened the door. Hands trembling, she picked up her suitcase and walked out. He slumped against the wall, exhausted. I closed my eyes and let the grief settle. It wasn't the ending I wanted. But it was the one she chose. Weeks passed. The pain dulled. Silence became comforting. Slowly, I rebuilt the pieces of my life. And strangely, the vlog I'd posted that day, the one asking for help reaching 5,000 subscribers, exploded. Over 80,000 views. Because the next morning, still raw and broken, I recorded a video about heartbreak, betrayal, and learning to walk away from someone who stopped walking with you. People listened. People related. People stayed. Maybe healing begins there, not with closure from someone else but with finally choosing yourself. Something she never chose.